Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Rocks Roost. You know, when I recorded the last episode, or at least what is the last episode for me, I made a big boo boo, and I actually had OBS set for a different setting, a different scene setting. So I got the audio of me talking, but I did not capture the game audio or the game video. So I guess it was only a matter of time before I made a big goof like that. I apologize. So what I'm going to do to rectify that is I could play through what I played through before, I guess. But I think what I'll do is, because basically what I did was just wander around a little bit and pick up some levels, pick up some gold. I visited a new town just for fun. And came back, picked up some spells, rested at the end, and that was basically it. There was some pretty good monologue, I think, in that episode, so I want to keep it. So what I'm going to do now, this is me, live recording this voice. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play through now and basically do what I did in that previous episode, but I won't be using any new voice. I'll put on the voice track from the last time, and it won't exactly match up, but it should be okay. And you can let me know how horrible you think that is. I don't know. If you really hate it, I guess I could, do something else. I need to know if that kind of thing is not acceptable. I don't know, but I think it'll work okay. So what I'm going to do is just kind of generally do what I did before, and we'll see what we have going on. So right now we have pretty decent HP MP for everybody. The focus is going to be picking up a little bit more MP for basically everybody. Some HP if we can get it. Agility if we can get it. And mostly gold or gil, so because we need to buy some spells. Okay. All right. Without any further ado, I'll go ahead and start the actual voice track from last time. And I'll catch up with you live again in the next episode, where we will head off to the Cement Falls cave. All right. I'll see you in a little bit. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Rocks Roost. And let's play Final Fantasy II, the Pixel Remaster. Good to have you back with us here on what is sure to be a wonderful day in the northern reaches of this unknown world. And who knows? It doesn't officially have a name, but it's our fantasy world. It's our final fantasy. Of course, it's not the final one. We have quite a few ahead of us, and we're doing a good job getting lost in this world. We have our friends here, Firion, Maria, Guy, and Minwu. And we are on a quest to find a source of mithril for the rebels who are rising up against the evil empire. We heard from Yosef here in Salaman, this is the town that we're in, that there is some slaves being held, or something going on, rather, in the mithril mines near Semite Falls. So people have gone missing there. It's believed the empire is holding them, using them as slave labor. Of course, the empire is working on a dreadnought, a massive, deadly airship, over in the town of Bapsk. So, before we head to the Semite Falls, or Semite Falls, which is sort of here under where the glove is, we need a little bit more money, because I want to pick up a couple of spells so we can get working training them, namely Shell and Protect. We're going to need 600 gold for that. I'd like to pick up Life as well, but we'll see. I may have to get that later. So let's just kind of journey over this way and see what we find. We haven't been over this far yet. I think we can handle that without getting into too much bother. So let's do that. Before we leave the map screen, a quick check of our treasures. Again, we'll be going back to Finn. No worries there. All right, we're up to date. So let's get attacked. Okay, we got a new enemy here, the Queen Bee. The Queen Bee. Now, if memory serves, the Queen Bee is the first enemy we run into that can envenom the party. Okay, so there's two different kinds of poison in this game. There is the regular poison, which goes away at the end of battle on its own. And then there is venom. And venom persists. It's like the old poison in Final Fantasy 1 and like poison in a whole bunch of other Final Fantasies and other RPGs in general. It's a persistent effect that stays with you until you use an antidote or cast a Suna or whatever spell you have that heals that kind of debuff. But yeah, in this game, unless you have the venom status or envenomed status, it auto heals. Now, what's the danger of having persistent poison? Well, in this version of the game, it is simply that you will lose HP with each step. In the original version of this game, and I believe maybe some of the remakes, but I'm not sure about that. It may be original specific, the Famicom version. Envenom, if you entered a battle with Envenom still on the character, then they would not be eligible for any stat increases in the battle. Okay, that's been taken out for this version, and I think all the other remakes, like 20th Anniversary and on PSP and GBA and possibly the PS1, although I'm not 100% sure on that one. But anyway, just something to know. I've gone on and on about it long enough. Just something to know. We have trained our spells up to level 2. That's good. Let's see. Let's just do a multi-target here. I think we're good on Cure. We're just going to attack. And, I do like the idea of Minwu, even though his spell levels are fine. I like the idea of maybe getting an extra level or two for a few things. So let's just cast something. I love the spell graphics in this. In my wrap-up for Final Fantasy 1 that I just did, the remaster, one of the things I didn't mention of the graphics was the spell effects, which are beautiful in that game. They're also nice in this game. I think they might be a little bit better in the Pixel Remaster for Final Fantasy 1. I can't believe I didn't mention that, so I'm going to mention it here for posterity's sake. All right, let's just attack. Oh, you know what? Actually, we need to work on Furion's MP just a touch. Now, you know how we've been using physical attacks with Minwu quite a bit? We wouldn't necessarily do that in the Famicom version because he would have a chance of losing magical attributes, Okay, I don't think stats can go down in this version, though. I guess we'll find out. All right, we have some increases here. Great. Intellect for Maria, rather, that's good. Everything, looks pretty good. Some nice money there. These effects we had there were poison, not venom, so we're good. Remember, you want to try to avoid healing in battle as much as you can because that removes the potential for you getting an HP up. So do most of your healing on the field, if at all possible. Vampire Thorn, we've seen this guy before. Zap. Alright, very good. Let's see, her intellect is about 20, right? Yes, that's good. That's good. That's a good place. Good place for it to be. Agility 15. We have not gained a single agility point for anybody. I don't know if I'm doing it wrong. Anyway, if we go south here, we would end up back at Poft. Sasquatch, I believe we've seen these, yes. They're they look scarier than they are. It's just an impassable mountain range up here. As I mentioned, there are some missables in this game, and we're doing a 100% playthrough. So nice, shield level up. We are doing a 100% playthrough, so we can't miss anything. The 100% playthrough, the things that you really need to focus on are all the bestiary entries. There are some missables there. All the locations. There are some or map locations. I mean, there are some one and done kind of dungeons, but you have to go to those for the story. So I'm pretty sure you have to go to all of them for the story. So we don't need to worry too much about locations, but there are locations that count. Also, the keywords that we learn, like the passwords we learn, those all count. And there are a couple later in the game that you can miss out on that are not absolutely required. So we're going to try to stick close to that. And getting all the chests. So those are going to be the sticky wickets. Most of the rest of the achievements have to do with getting a certain amount of gil or fighting in a certain number of battles, that sort of thing. Getting your characters to a certain level. We need to get at least one spell to max level. We need to get at least one melee skill to max level. That sort of thing. We'll look at the achievement screen at some point. But so far, we're good. Just the achievements on these Pixel remasters, for the most part, are pretty chill. So should be good. Actually, didn't want to do that. I wanted to cure the monsters. I don't know if that was an auto battle thing or if that was a mistake I made. It's okay. I would like a smidge more MP for Firion. Alright, that works. Maria's MP is at a good spot right now. I would feel perfectly fine going forward with her. We have a nice amount of gil now, too. That's good. Alright, so here's the sea. There's an island off the shore there. We'll be going there later. This is the goblinest woods I've ever seen. Okay, so auto battle for cure, even though you may have set it for a monster before, it defaults back to party member. Okay. Good to know. Still want his MP to get up there. I mean, we don't want it super high because he's not going to be casting Cure very often. We want it as a emergency, type thing. I mean, we're probably fine MP-wise. Okay, that's good. 28 is fine. Hey, we got an agility point. Hot damn. Excuse my French. We got some decent HP gains for Minwoo. Fantastic, fantastic. Let's zap everybody up to full. Yeah, so Firion has the first one to gain an agility point. Everybody else is still at base, but hey, I'll take it. Hey, there's a town here. What's up? Oh, what's that? Could that be the Dreadnought? Could this be Bafsk? Here's the Sprinter. We've seen him before. Maria is quick on the draw. I like that. This must be Bafsk. Let's see what's going on. It is. This might initiate a battle. Let's do a quick save. Nobody has much to say here, huh? What can I do for you? Okay, so we have one of these on Guy. I'm thinking maybe we get one for Firion too. Yeah, this is good. You know what we could do? Because his agility is super low. Let's double shield with him. In fact, let's see, what? 85. Okay, so it's worth doing. Let's just, I really want to get his agility up. See if we can do it that way. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's see what's in the old weapon shop. What can I do for you? Same old stuff. Yeah, we're good. These people have nothing to say. I can't remember if a battle starts if we talk to the captain here, or Dark Knight, sorry. What are you doing just standing around? Move! Okay. I mean, these people are not in a good state here. One little trick you can do, if you don't want to spend, if you want to spend the minimum at the end, would be to use Cure to bump up your HP here. That way you are only paying to raise your MP. And hadn't mentioned that before, I don't think. Just want to top up there. Alright, what do we have here in the old magic shop-a-rooney? What's up? Okay, here we have some good stuff. We talked about all these with Minwoo. As soon as one we want, we do want this. Do we want it now? Maybe not now. Sorry, I was thinking there. Okay, so that's pretty much what's going on here. Fools! If I get caught talking with you while the Dark Knight's here, I could be killed for dereliction of duty. Okay. So we'll talk to him later. Notice there is a staircase down there in the corner. See that? So that's probably going to come in handy later, don't you think, huh? Okay, this must be the Shrine of Resurrection, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. There aren't too many random houses in this game. Okay. Here's the thing. No, don't need those yet. Don't need those yet. I have 6 potions. I have 2 eye drops. You know, I'm going to buy a couple more of these so we have 1 for each person. That's generally a good rule of thumb. Okay, so that's Bapsk. That's what's going on there. And there you get your first look at the Dreadnought. Go ahead and tell you that is what that is. We'll be checking that out soon enough. Okay. Well, I think now is a pretty good time to head back to Salamand and pick up those spells we were wanting. Watch this. I'll just make life hard on myself. Who cares? Oh, but Therian smacks it anyway. How about that? We do have a defend command. That's new. You know, does defend raise your evasion? I don't know if it does. Probably not. Huh. If any of you know the best way to raise evasion in this version of the game, please let me know. It is pretty stubborn to go up. Well, we got an MP and magic boost. That's good. That's good. Remember the old Archie Campbell routine from Hee Haw? No? Probably not. That's going way back there. That's good. No, that's bad. Remember that? Probably misidentifying my audience there. Okay. Scorch it. You know, the spell animations in the first game, the Fyra, I believe it was Fyra animation, that one was particularly good, I thought. Okay. Yeah, gotta watch out for that bow attack. Fire leveled up. Very good, very good. Still no agility increase for Guy. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, that's fine. We're all fine here. How are you? Alrighty, here we go. We wanted, this is not what we wanted. Wrong town, you idiot. Okay, never mind. Well, we will want those spells, but not right now. I need to go to Poft, I think. Whoopsie. No big deal. It's just right down here. We fought this guy before. Alright, nice. Spirian's HP is getting up there. That's good. Let's just do the old whammy bammy here. That's fine. Okay. Let's see, this way. Let's just whack them. Maria's shield leveled up. How about that? Okay. All right. This is where we're gonna get what we need. It is. Yes, it is. Let's head up this way. Let's head over this way. Let's head over this way. Let's head up this way. Here you go. Now, if this is not it, I'll feel stupid. Yeah, this is good. We want protect. We want shell. We probably want this, but not right now. We're gonna save. We're gonna save it. Yes, we are. We're gonna save it. We're going to put old protect on our buddy Guy. We're gonna put shell on our buddy Guy. All right, that's fantastic, folks. Fantastic. We're gonna sort our stuff. Okay. Question. Can you move? You can. You can. Okay, that's good. Okay, I was wondering if you could move your spells around. That's good. Okay, so fantastic. We're gonna leave Cure where it is, though. Okay, It's a nice feature. All right, so I think we're good now. So we actually need to train these a hair. But you know, the question is, here's our friends again. The question is, will we get enough training on our way to and in the Summit Falls? Ooh, the Fire 3 animation is pretty sweet. Remember, there's like 16 levels of spells, I think. So, I said I like the first game's spell animations better, but that's just based on what we've seen so far, which is like level 1 and 2 of most spells. So, it does get better, I'm sure. And it is one of the things I always loved about this game, the insane levels of spells in it. It's so awesome. I love this game so much. Okay, enough of that. Now, using multi-target on Protect in the Famicom version is actually bugged. I mean, you can do it, but it won't... you won't get any spell experience, I don't think, for it, or any stat level increases. So just keep that in mind. You know, I'm gonna have her attack. I'm gonna have you cast Shell. Have you defend. That's a pretty cool animation. I like that. Okay, what do we get? Spirit. That's fine. Now, let's see here. The way to the falls, we actually have to go up, I believe. Wouldn't be a bad idea to stop by Salamand and visit the inn, so we'll do that. Some marshy area. Bees in a marsh. You know, one time I used to live in South Florida. One time I went down to the Everglades, which was a place I went to pretty frequently. Sorry, I was thinking that. Yeah, a place I went to fairly frequently. One day I was down there. I like to bird watch, and that's a really good place if you're a birder to go. And I'll never forget, there was this, I got there, parked the car, got out of the car, and there was this massive swarm of bees that just came out of nowhere, flew right over my head, across the parking lot, and back out into the swamp. It was the most amazing thing I ever saw. So, yeah. If you haven't ever been to the Everglades, I highly recommend it. You're going to see all kinds of cool stuff. All kinds of cool stuff. Speaking of cool stuff and some stuff that's not as cool, we did get a stamina and HP up for Guy. But on the other hand, we got envenomated for our first time. You see the little Erlenmeyer flask there on Maria's stat screen or character sheet, whatever you want to call this, right under her name there, the Erlenmeyer flask. That means we've been envenomated. So the way to get rid of that is to cast Asuna, and you can multi-target that bad boy. How about that? Ain't that great? Oh yeah, I think it is. The bubbles over their heads were purple. I don't know if you noticed that. I was too busy rambling on and on about the bee swarm in the Everglades. But yeah, really cool place to visit. Let's go ahead. Yeah, there was another time I went down there, and I went out to this, there's this area, it's relatively remote spot in the park, where there's these big kind of observation platforms, and it was out in a spot where years and years ago, it had been surveyed for oil drilling, and I believe these platforms were put there by the company that was going to drill for oil down there back, and I don't remember exactly when this was. Obviously, it would have been quite a while ago, but anyway, there are these big platforms, and we had to go. We rode on like a little, those trolley things that they have at parks and things that kind of open air bus sort of thing. The rangers took us out there specifically for birding. And I will never forget this. When we got out there, they said that if we left anything in the tram, to make sure that, like if you had a backpack or anything like that, that you had the backpack all closed up, and that anything shiny, you didn't want to leave it out where people would see it, because the crows out there were such tricky rascals that anything that they could get into, they would get into. And they'd been known to get into people's bags and steal their keys and jewelry, anything shiny. Crows love shiny stuff. You can go to a crow's nest, and often you'll find all kinds of shiny trinkets inside. Yeah, so the crows down in the Everglades, you better watch them. They'll steal your car keys and go off to gosh knows where. But that was a pretty sweet place to do some birding. There were crows there, but there were lots of other things as well. Maybe I'll do a video sometime talking more about that in case you're interested. If you want to know more about my birding history, just let me know in the comments below. I'll be glad to talk about that. That doesn't have much to do with gaming. There is a video game that's based on a table game called Wingspan. I've always wanted to try that, so maybe I'll let's play that sometime. But anyway, we have got back to Salaman. We rested at the inn, and after yammering on and on for a while, I think that's a good place for me to end the episode. Next time we will head off to the west and try to find the cave near the Summit Falls and see what's going on down there. Because I really want to help Yosef and the boys and girls of Salamand as well as I can. All right, I really appreciate you watching. It's good to have you here in the roost today. Before you go, like the video, leave a comment for me, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I really appreciate that. It helps me keep up the confidence to keep doing this, and I just love to at least try to be entertaining for y'all. So please subscribe if you will. Thanks very much, and have a great day wherever you are, whoever you are, whenever you are. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.